Welcome to Yury Experience, and today I want to talk to you about being able to debate. If this video is not the first video that you are watching on this channel, you know that I'm all about educated opinions, about educated choices, about educated positions, about everything with what you thought through, where you educated yourself prior to making this decision or creating this opinion or whatnot, where you actually have conscious way of thinking and of living. That means in a lot of situations that you need to be able to look on the situation from different points of view. From this one, from that one, from an opposite one, and then from a close one. You need to be able to see the whole problem, the whole situation, everything about it from all the possible points of views. I mean, it is the best thing to do. We are not really able to be objective, we are not really able to see all the possible sides of the problem. But it is always worth it, in my personal opinion, to do your best about it. Exactly that is the reason why I decided to make a series of videos about being able to debate, or actually I will call it how to debate a particular social group. And yeah, let's talk more about it, why I decided to do it, how will I do it, and stuff like that. So how will it look like? I will make a video, or maybe sometimes a couple of videos, about some specific topic, about some social group. I already post a lot of videos about different social topics, but there I will dedicate the whole video to looking on some specific social group or social problem from different points of view. Some of them will be more subjective, more my personal opinions. Some of them I will try to get like as objective as it gets, maybe some statistics, maybe some knowledge which I will get from other sources, but I will still do my best to remain like close to the ground. I don't want to go like in high levels of education and high levels of science where I need to pinpoint the whole exact point of this curve of development of some specific social group and why it is like that. Sometimes it makes sense to do that, but that's not what my channel is about. It is what my experience with something is. And I always do my best, at least, to understand how most of the people think. Not how like some scientists think, because scientists think in specific terms. They have their own values, their own metrics, with which they measure everything in this freaking life. And it makes sense. And it makes sense for them because they are like that. They have that specific knowledge set which helps them to understand that world through their metrics. But most of the people, most of us are not like that. Most of us like more describing kinds of explanations, where we look at something and we get a description more or less how it works and we create our decision. And I don't like the fact that the world is black and white, where everything in our world is divided in two groups, good group and black group. I don't like it. I prefer a gray state, but I do understand that most of us don't really have a lot of time to understand how gray state works. And in a lot of occasions you don't really need to. Sometimes you do, which I beg you not to forget. Sometimes gray zone is where situations come to, and there you need to think from different points of view. But prior to that, you do kinda can be in some kind of a zone, white or black, based on good knowledge. You need to have qualitative information in order to do that, in order to make a good decision. And that is what I will try to provide. Sometimes it will be something like pro and contra, like what are good sides and what are bad sides of some social group or some topic. Or sometimes there will be like this opinion versus that opinion, because these opinions are kinda against each other, but they are not really against each other in like more clear type of way. Let's make a couple of examples. Example number one, I will do the video about vegans and vegetarians versus anti-vegans, anti-vegetarians, and it will be like how to debate a vegan or how to debate a vegetarian or how to debate in vegetarian field of life. And that is actually not a video of vegans versus meat eaters, because these two groups are don't necessarily have to be against each other specifically. For example, I personally am a meat eater, so I do eat meat. So yeah, I do that. But I'm not against vegans or vegetarians. I just think that decision shall be a conscious decision based on facts and based on a lot of things, like not only nutritional but also ecological and social and other things. There are a lot of things to consider when you decide your nutrition for till the end of your life, in my personal opinion. The second example, LGBTQ and gender, and I will talk about these topics independently of each other. And yes, I am not a part of LGBTQ community. I am not any kind of non-traditional kind of sexuality or gender, but I will still talk about that because in my personal opinion, most of the people who are not comfortable with talking about that or who are against of these social groups don't really know a lot about them. And there I will do my best to just provide neutral information without, like, I don't know, making it way too critical to one or to the other side. And also I will sometimes tell something that will not sound good to the ears of LGBTQ community, because I don't agree with all of their positions. I don't agree with all anti-LGBTQ positions too. But yeah, more about that in the video which will be dedicated to that. And like the third example, the last example, for example, communism versus capitalism. Both of the things, these are terms, and these are political terms, but people don't always understand what these terms mean, what the terminology does mean, what influence does it have on our life, and what to think behind it. And some people just throw these terms like communism, socialism and capitalism, just throwing them around without really understanding why. And that irritates me. I'm just honest with you, I've heard a couple of times that people are talking about socialism without having the slightest idea how will it really work. And as a person who lived in Russia and lived in Ukraine, I cannot tell you that I do completely understand how will socialism really work in real life. But I saw the results of socialism. And yeah, whether it's good or bad, it depends. It depends on the country, it depends on history, it depends on many factors. And all of these factors, all of these different points of view to this topic and to all other topics, I will try to cover in this series of video. I will do an independent playlist for that too. Because why not? More playlists, yeah! Why did I decide to make an extra video just as an intro, kind of? Because first, I do like to prepare other people. I do like to give you knowledge or information in advance. That information will happen. It will happen at some point. I will maybe do one video per month in this category. And I just like to prepare people for that, so they are like slightly more open-minded for stuff like that when that happens. So they are not like, whoa, that happened unexpected. And especially when I do a whole series out of it. Like, I think it just makes sense. I don't know, maybe it just makes. And the second point, the second reason, what I want to tell you right now, and maybe what I want to ask you, say your opinions as long as you can provide one. Because one of the main reasons why I decided to create this channel is to get more knowledge from other people. And also more opinions from other people, because at the end of the day, the more opinions I have, the easier it will be for me to create as good and qualitative opinion for myself and as good and qualitative videos for you, because I will get better information. Yeah, that's kind of what the channel is about good information, about qualitative sources. I'll do my best. Please correct me if I will be wrong at some point, because it will definitely happen. Nobody is perfect, me neither. And yeah, I see you on Thursday, but I will do an outro first. But anyway, good luck. I think you know where is the like button. I think you also know where is the comment section. If you have any questions or topic suggestions, please write them in comments below. Except for that, if you have any If you want to watch more videos about social topics, about mind development, about self-development overall, and about the development of this channel, please subscribe to the channel. And except for that, I see you on Thursday.